Excuse me, but
But what?
helping yourself to my wine.
Your wine?
Yes.
I was looking out of my window
Oh, your window.
when I saw a man who is unfamiliar to me sitting in my garden,
Oh, your garden.
drinking my wine and reading a book. What book is it?
What? Well, the Weavers. But look, it doesn't matter what book it is. What are you doing in my garden?
Not very sociable, are you?
Well, because you were trespassing on my property, and I'm damned well like you to put down my wine and leave.
Rude, too.
Look, I'm sorry about the language. I didn't mean to be blunt, but, well,
I'm pleased to hear it. You are eccentric, aren't you?
am I?
Dressed rather oddly.
Oddly, how dare you?
No, I like it. Very smart.
Really? Well, glad you think so. But look,
Eleanor.
Eleanor, I'm sure you're a lovely person, but you have no right to be here, and I want you to leave before I'm forced to throw you out.
I see. The gloves are off. Very well. What's your name?
Linford.
Odd name. Still,
Oh.
each their own. Right, Linford. Will you please stop this charade and leave my garden before I scream for help?
What?
You heard me. I've had enough of this banter. Despite your gentlemanly demeanour, this is my house and my garden, so I want you to put down my wine and leave.
Look, here.
By the way, did you like it?
What?
The wine.
Well, it's just some local plonk.
Oh, a connoisseur, are you?
Look, I'm under no illusion as to its worth. I know how much I paid for it.
You didn't pay for it, I did.
Now listen to me.
No, Linford, you listen to me. I put that wine out here earlier intending to spend an hour or so enjoying my garden. I went to get a glass, and when I return, I find you. Is he any good?
What? Who?
Faulkner. I've never heard of him. Is it a good read?
Oh, yes. Excellent.
I must try him someday. Have you read Stackpole's The Blue Lagoon?
No, I have not. It's a scandalous book.
Do you think so?
Not the kind of literature a lady should be reading.
Well, I'm quite enjoying it. Right, that's the pleasantries over. Would you go now, please?
Oh, this is outrageous. Look, I've been sitting here for the past half hour, happily reading my book, when suddenly you appear unannounced and help yourself to my wine. Would you please stop playing games and get out of my garden?
For the very last time, this isn't your garden, it's mine. Anyway, you look far too old to throw anyone out.
Oh, insults now, is it, eh? Well, you're not exactly a spring chicken.
I can see I was wrong to think you were a gentleman.
No, you're not wrong. I'm sorry. What I said was uncalled for. Oh, I see. How stupid of me. Of course, this is some kind of stunt. Very well. Go on, chat away.
What do you mean?
I mean, it's growing too dark to read and the wine is atrocious. And you, on the other hand, seem like a nice lady and I'm intrigued by your tomfoolery. So, all right? I can take a joke as well as the next man. Tell me more.
This is not a joke, but you do amuse me, Linford. What would you like to talk about?
Oh, that's up to you. You started all this. No, wait. I know. How about predicting the future?
Sounds good to me. I predict that very soon a big burly policeman will come and cart you off to prison for trespass.
Oh, yes, very good. Have you ever heard of a Ouija board?
Indeed I have. I am a very proficient clairvoyant.
I did wonder. Your dress and everything.
My dress?
Well, it reminds me of someone, but I can't quite... Wait, yes! Yes, I have it. But it's a painful story, but I feel sure I can tell it to you. You see, once, many years ago, when I was a young man, I knew a lady who looked very much like you. She had an interest in trying to predict the future.
Sometimes it isn't good to know the future.
Oh, you agree? Good. And what brought you to that conclusion?
When I was young and carefree, I was at a party and someone asked me to use my tarot cards to predict the future of my escort. A rather dashing, handsome young man. Unfortunately, all I could see was his death. I didn't tell him, I didn't tell anyone. Instead, I lied. I told them he would have a sparkling future, but unfortunately it was all made up, and I spent the rest of my life regretting it. You see, he was a soldier, and not long after, he died in battle. I was heartbroken, and
I see. But
he was only 32.
I see, but how strange.
Why?
Because I had a similar experience. One night in my youth, my fiancée and I were reading a Ouija board, and it predicted her death. We tried to laugh it off and vowed never to use it again.
Because your prediction came true?
Yes. She died soon after. Just as the board said she would. It broke my heart.
I'm so sorry. I wish we had a Ouija board here. We could prove that this house is mine and not yours.
Oh, we don't need one. If this house was yours, you'd know what was here before the current building was erected.
Oh, that's easy.
Well, then tell me.
A windmill.
I'm afraid you're wrong.
Wait, I haven't finished. The
Oh.
windmill was pulled down and a thatched cottage built in its place. That's why it was called Mill Cottage. And over the years, no one's bothered to change the name.
But it's not called Mill Cottage now. Not anymore.
Of course it is. There's still a sign on the front wall.
Oh, yes, there is a sign, but it doesn't say Mill Cottage. It says Rose Cottage. The roses still go up the trellis at the front door.
There are no roses at the front door. And if you'd care to walk round there, you'll see that I'm right.
You're most certainly wrong.
Am I? Right, then let's go and see.
Indeed, we will. And when I've proved my point, much as I've enjoyed talking to you, we'll know it is my house and you can, well, to put it crudely, go and...
Wait. I can feel something. Something dreadful. Oh my God. Someone died here.
You're right. I can feel it too. On this very spot.
A young woman.
And a young man. He was handsome, with short blonde hair, a military bearing, and a neat moustache.
She was pretty with long auburn hair and a wonderful infectious laugh.
I loved her.
I loved my soldier.
What day is it?
Day?
Yes, date.
October the 31st.
Halloween.
Yes, why?
Because there's something wrong. What year is it?
1920.
1920? Are you mad? It's 1955.
Don't be ridiculous.
Right, we'll settle this. What? Front and all. Is that your paper?
No, I thought it was yours.
Well, look at the date.
Friday, October the 31st, 2020.
Oh, well, here, let me see. Oh, my God.
You see?
I'm feeling very strange.
So do I. My head, it's spinning.
Me too.
I'm beginning to remember things.
You and I. We're not of this world.
No, we're of the past.
And we both lived in this house.
But at different times.
Did you?
Kill myself. Yes.
Oh, good grief. So did I.
When?
On Halloween. My God. You did the same.
Yes.
Because of the loss of your handsome soldier.
And you, your young lady. I fear our time is up.
Perhaps we'll meet again.
I do hope so.
I've so much enjoyed your company.
And me, yours.
For a short time, I was able to forget.
And be happy.
Yes. You hold my hand.
Why?
Or maybe they'll find a time for us in the past or future when we can be together.
Do you think they'll allow that?
I don't see why not. After all, we both suffered similar fates.
Under the same circumstances.
Exactly.
In whose house is it?
Not ours.
No, not anymore. It's theirs now.
I suppose it is.
Time to go.
Yes. Time to go.